Good evening to you wherever you are in Dominica and the world all over. We are here live in the Kalinago territory to bring you live the ceremony of Tewey Vaval. It's a wonderful, beautiful Ash Wednesday. It is the day when people go to church for the Ash after 2 days of carnival revelry. With me on the outside broadcast is Norrin Joseph. Norrin, good evening to you.
Good evening, Stephen. Good evening, Dominicans. Good evening, world, wherever you can hear our voice. Good evening and welcome. Again, as Stephen said, it's Ash Wednesday, and we are in the Kalinago territory witnessing two aspects of the activity today. It's Valentine's Day, and it's also Tewey Vaval. So we have these two things. We've noticed that some people had the red and black and whatever when the band passed us. So they're celebrating everything. And Stephen, of course, we can see the president of the Commonwealth of Dominica is there, the PAL rep is there, and other lots there. I mean, in fact, there are lots of people here already.
It is good that the president of Dominica, Mrs. Sylvanie Burton, has graced the people of the Kalinago with a presence here this evening. You know that she serves as a Kalinago, and to be around this evening for Tewey Vaval.
Yes.
Also, as I said, we have the parliamentary representative.
Yeah.
Of course, Frederick is also here, and also a number of other people. We also have a number of police officers to ensure that everything runs smoothly, to ensure that the peace is maintained, and the crowd is slowly but surely building up here in the Kalinago territory.
Because that is some of them went down with the procession. Yeah. You know, so we still have so many of them who are down there because the procession came. What was it? Where they came from? Well, down, fact, or they went up? Which how it is?
In fact, no. What happened is that earlier on there was a viewing of the Vaval.
Yes.
So
that started at 1:30. Yes.
1:30.
Drumming.
So there was the viewing of the Vaval, and after the viewing, the Vaval was put in the coffin, and they carried that coffin all the way down, maybe I think close to Atkinson.
Yeah, I think maybe Atkinson was the end.
The end, and then to come back here in Baraka, and then now they're heading down to Sensei, some other communities,
yes.
and then to come back here in Baraka. A little later on, we'll be having.
That is Ladiwai.
I know. We'll be having the actual burning of the Vaval. But to give listeners an idea of the Vaval. Vaval really is a ceremony which happens on Ash Wednesday, like today, in which people symbolically bury the spirit of Carnival, the old spirit of Carnival. So, which would culminate the Carnival activities here in the Kalinago territory. You know, and we were told, in fact, we will be joined later on by Prosper Paris,
yes,
who will tell us that Vaval itself was not a part of the heritage of the Kalinago people.
Yes, it wasn't.
Until the 1980s.
Right.
In fact, we were being told that you know, in 1970, after Hurricane David,
yep,
in 1979, a few people from the Kalinago territory visited the French islands of Martinique and Guadeloupe.
Yep.
And while they were there, they saw how Vaval was celebrated. And when they came back to Dominica, back to the Kalinago territory, they introduced Vaval to the Kalinago territory.
And that was in 1980.
Yes.
Because growing up, Stephen, I always heard of Tewey Vaval, but I heard it in Guadeloupe. So I was quite surprised when I heard they carrying it here in Dominica, more specifically in Dublin and the Kalinago territory.
Yeah. In fact, we were told that when Vaval started, it was done in Sensei, in Baraka, and in Sinico, you know, and later, you know, so these were the three communities when Vaval was done in Sensei, Baraka, and Sinico. But now it's been done in Bataka.
Yeah. And then
and we were told too, Norrin, that even in the earlier days of Vaval, it was being done on Horseback Ridge, where we drove to come here in Baraka. So it was like a group of men, and they would do the Vaval on Horseback Ridge. Now it's being done on the main road in Baraka.
And it's also a national event because it's on the calendar. The Dominica Festivals Commission, it's on the calendar of events that which happens and culminates Carnival nationally. So Vaval has got prominence, and it's not going to die. It started in 1980 and it's here to stay.
And some prominent names like Newton Tyson brought up the idea of the Vaval, and some other names. Later on we'll speak to Prosper Paris, and we were told that in 1993 there was a huge Vaval here in the Kalinago territory. In fact, we were told too that the Vaval got stiff opposition by the Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic
Church, and also by the police then. And the police would, whenever they would hear the drums beating, and the police would chase people away. And also the Catholic Church gave it stiff opposition because they thought that on Ash Wednesday, people were making a mockery of the Catholic faith. The guys would dress like a pope and so on, make the sign of the cross and so on. But I think later on, through education, that the organizers began to educate people about the significance of Vaval. And it wasn't ready to make a mockery of the Catholic faith, but it was a new style, a new way of ending carnival in the Kalinago territory.
A sort of theater, a sort of street theater, and so for that reason it was accepted.
Yeah.
And it's widely accepted right now that people look forward to coming to the Kalinago territory for Tewey Vaval, because we do see a number of persons who are not, they don't look Dominican, they look like the visitors who just came to visit just for this.
Yeah. And also we were told to Noreen that in 2010 the Kalinago Events Committee, they came on board and they began to formally they began to organize to organize Vaval formally. That was in 2010,
So just the other day.
Yes. So the Vaval went through a phase, and now it is officially accepted by everybody. And
people
Vaval,
look forward to that.
Yes, and Vaval is an economic activity in the Kalinago territory.
Yes, it is. Yes. Definitely is. Because you know how much bakes I had already?
Not only bakes, there are people who come and they overnight in the Kalinago territory.
Yeah, right.
So they would maybe rent a guest
Airbnb
house,
or something,
and overnight there, and spend the entire day. There are people who have families in the Kalinago who would live wherever in the various communities and come here and spend some time and spend some cash as well.
Yes.
So it's also an economic activity.
For the territory.
For the
entire territory.
Noreen, I think what we can do maybe is to have a quick word with the parliamentary representative. I don't know if I can get into maybe ask him to come around.
Because he has to come here so we can have him here.
And as you said, we also have with us the president of Dominica, Her Excellency
Sylvanie
Burton
and Mr. Burton. The first gentleman?
Yes, the first gentleman, and also Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton. Also, what we'll do as well when we're through speaking with the PAL rep is that maybe what we will head back to Master Control, because we did the production department of DBS. We did a special production on Vaval, and we spoke to a number of people. Like we spoke to Prosper Paris, we spoke to other people in the community about Vaval. So what we will do is we will take a break a little later on too, and we will bring listeners a 15 minutes documentary on Vaval.
All right. So let us what we do now. Get the PAL rep before the president is not here for the night. She said. So we want to get her before the leave.
Yes.
Are we going to get her first, or are we going to get the PAL rep?
I wonder if we can speak to the president first. We will try our best to see if we can speak with the president.
She said yes.
She said yes? Okay. So maybe we can speak quickly about Vaval. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can speak to her about Vaval. I don't know if it's possible. Yeah, if it's possible. Yes. So maybe what we can do is to speak to the president quickly. Yeah. We're going to speak to the president quickly, and the PAL rep as well. So maybe we can have a quick word Mrs. Sylvanie Burton. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
It's good to have you here. It's good to have you here. Yeah, I was saying, because of all the noise and so on. We can move. Yeah. So we can have a quick word with the President of Dominica, Her Excellency Sylvanie Burton. So I was saying it's good that where we see your presence here in the Kalinago territory. You know, you have graced your people here with your presence this evening.
Indeed, it's my first time as president to be at the Vaval, of course. And interestingly, when Vaval started, I was one of the persons helping to organize with Roy Tyson and the WKDC committee. And we made it big because we know that it started in the Sensi area where the fellas would just have a little thing, but we took it to a different level. And so it was in 1986 that we really started moving to higher heights, you know, doing it in a bigger way and having, of course, all the attributes that go with it. And after the first year, the second year I didn't really participate, and then I stopped participating. I came last year just to take my eyes and boil my peas, as people say. And then this year, everybody was like, are you coming up? Are you coming up? And I said, okay, I must come and give support to my people and see what's going on, you know. So I agreed to come.
And it is so good to see you here this evening. And I'm almost sure that the people in the Kalinago must be pretty happy that they have the first Kalinago president, you know, and to be among them this evening at Tewey Vaval.
Yes, indeed. Everybody's happy. You see everybody passing and waving and saying hello, you know. And everybody say, we went to one gentleman and he said, our president doesn't need security in the Kalinago territory because we are all has security, you know, but protocol is protocol. And so everybody says hello and everybody's happy that at least I could come, you know, to be with them and to see what's going on.
In fact, when you arrived and I saw the number of officers who were accompanying you, I said, she's safe in the Kalinago. I said, she doesn't need all the officers. She's so safe here because she's with her people and her people love her.
Yes, indeed. And I think it's the same around Dominica. Most places I go to, people don't know me, but they say, oh, that's the president, you know. And even yesterday, I did a little chip in the band. You must have heard.
You're serious? Wow, that's good.
Yes, and everybody was taking pictures and waving and saying they're happy to see the president in the, you know, enjoying carnival with everybody. And I was just appealing to everybody just to be safe and to ensure that we have a violence-free carnival and all of that. And I think it worked out very well. We want to give praise to God, and tonight I think I hope we can do the same.
What are you looking for? What are you looking for Vaval a little later on?
Yes, well, I'm looking forward to them coming and everybody enjoying themselves. It says Tewey Vaval, but it's like a last lap. Where people get an additional opportunity to enjoy themselves. And so I'm looking forward to all the young people participating and those of us who are not so very young standing on the side and enjoying what we see.
Well, thank you for speaking to us, and we want to wish you all the best and have a wonderful evening.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course, thanks for being here to bring it to those who are not able to come. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much. As always, it's our pleasure to
we
bring
were hoping
Vaval.
to bring it to her, but she's here.
Yes. But
So she's helping us take it to others.
as we always say, it's always our pleasure to bring Vaval live every year, you know?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And Darren, maybe what we can do is to have a quick look at as well with the parliamentary representative. He was
just there.
Yeah, so maybe we can, yeah. So we're going to have a quick word with the PAL rep for the area, Cozier Frederick. I like the atmosphere, lovely atmosphere in Orange. But I say we have the PAL rep for the area, Cozier Frederick. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening.
It's good to have you in the Kalinago territory.
Yes, I'm happy to have DBS Radio here. DBS Radio is the Kalinago Territory's radio station. And so those are the folks who are not here on site, they actually listen to the radio. So I'm happy that we could connect, and I'm happy that we could have DBS support the Vaval celebration. As you know, it is the ending of Carnival, and in the Kalinago space we have sort of a last lap. And what we have done traditionally is to give a farewell to Carnival. And so we have the burning of the Vaval as a symbolic event. But also this year is a bit different as well. It's Valentine's Day. And so we're just having a nice, peaceful event that happens in our space. And we're so happy there are a lot of visitors around. And as the night grows, the crowd increases. And that's the nature of small village carnival. and we hope it will go through to at least 10 o'clock this evening. But we're happy to have a good time, a very peaceful atmosphere. We have had 2 good days of carnival, the traditional mass, and today we're just happy to conclude our 2024 celebrations.
Right, and I just said that it was very peaceful the carnival was very peaceful in the Kalinago territory this year.
Yes, and it's a normally peaceful time because the Kalinago territory is so widespread. There's a number of little bands that go around, but on Wednesday like this, there's a combination of all those bands. They group together, have a bigger orchestra, and just have a good time. And we're so happy that we can invite people in our space today, because on a normal Monday and Tuesday they would be in their own villages enjoying their own carnivals. But we're happy to have them here and just to participate in this little event that sort of gives a farewell as we get ready for the Lenten season leading towards the Easter celebrations.
Right. So a little later on we'll have the burning of the Vaval and so on. But your take as well on Vaval, because Vaval is like an economic activity in your community.
Yes, and that's the point. And if you look around the area, there's all the bars are local bars. The song system is a local song system. The DJs are all local. So we have a little circular economy happening, and we're happy that we can get support from the outside, because we know that a small village like ours, it takes everyone to help each other, and that is the kind of unity that I'm happy to lead in the Kalinago territory and in the Cyber constituency, to ensure that everyone who is enterprising can make some money and can have a good time. And so I'm very excited to be part of this and to ensure that we have a good send-off to Carnival this year. So we're going to have a good time. When the Vaval comes back in, we'll have a short ceremony. Then there'll be burning of the coffin and everything, and it's going to be some good time, a good fun.
I remember last year you had a bumper crowd here last year, and I expect the same this year.
Yeah, normally the crowds come in very late. To come from work. Today's a working day, and people like to sort of revel in the darker hours of the day. So I'm expecting a big crowd to come around. And we're in Baraka area, which is sort of the most populated part of the Kalinago space, and it is one of the flattest areas as well. So if you drive across the Kalinago territory, Baraka is one of the few villages that really have a flat level of road space, and so that's why we do it here. To my back, we will have a community center built during this year that will celebrate culture and heritage, sort of a cultural edifice, but also an emergency shelter. And so I'm just happy to keep that fire of Vaval burning, and hoping that everyone will enjoy the time here.
Of significance this year is the presence of the first Kalinago president, and she has graced your community with her presence this evening.
Well, actually, the president have always been part of this celebration, and so she's not here by chance. That's been a celebration. I don't know how to react, because there's no protocol for a president in a carnival celebration. So my hands are kind of tied. So I let it flow, but.
I'm untying your hands.
Darren is untying your hands.
I cannot let it flow, but it's so happy to have her here, because she's a daughter of the soil. She has participated in this for many years, helped to organize it in the previous years. I'm so happy that even while she sits in a very high office, she can come here and participate. I saw her earlier on moving around and just meeting folks, and the folks are so happy that someone from their own village can be a whole of high office, and I'm humbled by this. I know she's humbled by it, and I'm we're just happy that that the Kalinago spirit still exists, and that our contribution is not discounted from our country's development.
Okay, now when you want to ask anything?
Yes, I would like to tell the PAL rep that last year he welcomed me with some lubrication, and this year I'm looking, and I'm not seeing it. But the president did welcome me to the Kalinago territory, so that's all right. So while your hands are tied, mine are not tied.
So you see, Noreen has vivid memory of how well that you treated her last year. You know, and hoping that you can do the same this year.
We'll do the same. I mean, the people are here are warm, friendly people. It's also a part of the National Tourism Project that we are welcoming people. We have a good product here. I think the people are one of the most friendly people on the island. And to say that the heritage is very much alive, and that Carnival itself is a good celebration for us. And we just want everybody to enjoy themselves, have a good time, and sort of end the season on a good footing. I'm knowing for sure that we will continue this next year. I'm hoping to see many more people across the country visit our space and enjoy the little part we play to ensure heritage and culture stays alive in Dominica.
But Mr. Cozier, the Kalinago territory celebrates Tewey Vaval, and it's since 1980. Dublin celebrates. If another, now that it's grown or still growing, if another community would wish to participate, is there any way that you probably would assist, or would you prefer that it remained in Bataka?
In the Kalinago space.
In the Kalinago space.
Well, that's an interesting question. The thing is that we open, for sure. We have always participated in the Old Mass, for instance, in Roseau. We have participated in all of the national events. And so if another community wants to take it on board, we'll be happy to join. I think it's part of the Dominica product. It's something that is special to us in the Kalinago space, but I think it's something that we need to share as part of Dominica culture. So I know that my guys here may be a little resistant to moving out, but I think we also have to share that love and share that wonderful experience that we have in the Kalinago space.
All right, thank you very much. It was nice speaking with you.
Yeah,
very nice speaking with you. Any last words?
Yes, thank you, Noreen. Thank you, DBS, for always supporting our Kalinago events here. I remember 50 years of DBS Radio was celebrating the Kalinago territory in a big way. We have folks here who have Kalinago names, and we're part of a wonderful ceremony. That's right. So I know for a fact that DBS have always supported us. Likewise, the listeners of radio in Kalinago territory are listeners of DBS Radio. And we look to DBS for all the good news, the news at the 1:15, the 6 o'clock news, and people are excited to know that they have a reliable source of information from DBS Radio. So I really want to applaud DBS Radio for being that source of information, even while there's internet services, even while there's newspapers, but people love to hear that voice, that connection. I think that has helped us as a people to know what's happening across the globe for many, many years.
And then in the mornings you have sometimes you have a phrase or a Kalinago phrase or Kalinago word or sentence. Do you think that it's something that you would want to maybe grow more than, let's say, probably we'll have a paragraph, or we would start getting it into the schools?
Well, that's the intention, to get it a part of our national culture, that we start with words, we can do phrases. We also want to get a few of our young people engaged in linguistics as a serious course of study to better appreciate how we can develop the language further. And I'm hoping one day before I pass that I can actually have a conversation, a fluent conversation in Kalinago, because I think it would really be a celebration of our heritage, which is a mixture of African, European, and Kalinago. But the Kalinago is so important for us because it adds that serious diversity to our wonderful white Chikubuli. And so I'm really hoping for that day that we can speak fluently, and I can be proud to say that I'm Kalinago and have a whole conversation and communicate in a fluid way to people.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Have a good evening.
And Noreen, did you know that Stephen D has a Kalinago name?
Yes, sometimes I hear the person who has all the vibes, and he always drinks some hot cacao. He calls out
Nishiba.
Hanishiba.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So Noreen, maybe what's happening is that the music is playing, but the Vaval has went down the village and is going to come back our way. So maybe what we can do at this time is take a short break, and we will play a documentary where we have produced a 50-minute documentary on Tewey Vaval. So what we can do is go back to the studio to Fadul, and he will play that 50-minute documentary on Tewey Vaval.
All right.
And we'll come back here a little later on.
Rogers.
course, we are here live.
No, duck season. Yes, don't kill the rabbit. I say it's rabbit season. No, it's duck season. What? Don't kill the rabbit. You know, I hear it already, but I can believe all do get it nobody wants it. What about it? I hear it already, but I can believe all do get it nobody wants it. Kilo! Hey! Dirty, wow, ratty, whatever. No, duck season. What? Don't kill the rabbit. I say it's rabbit season. No, duck season. Yes, don't kill the rabbit. What? I hear it already, but I can't believe what to get it. Nobody wants it. That's it, rabbit. Dirty rabbit. I hear it already, but I can't believe what to get it. Nobody wants it. Let's go. Dirty, ratty, whatever. Whatever. Yo, David! Yo! I go for me again! I say it's rabbit season! No! Duck season! Don't kill the rabbit! I say it's rabbit season! No! Duck season! Yes! Don't kill the rabbit! Let's go! Hey! Yo! 150%! That's it! That's how I feel it now! That's good! Let's go! Hey! Look up on ticket easy. Hear me now! Hey! I hear me now, Billy, do I get Billy, do I do get you, nobody wants it. I hear me now, really, man, I get Billy, do I do get you, nobody wants it. All the way from Mount Prospect, all the way from Florida, all the way from Trafalgar, what's it waving? From Cali! Don't forget Coco life. That's right. Inside. Louis. That's right. Once again, I say it's rabbit season. No, duck season. I tell you, don't kill the rabbit. I say it's rabbit season. No, duck season. I'll start it, kill the rabbit. I'll start it this time. Hello. Whoa. Box it. MK. One more time. Donald.
just come back stronger. The more they try to kill you, is the more you live longer. More I live. So if their plan didn't work, it's best they try another plan. Or go and try that plan on another man. Everybody like what they like, so they can go and jump in another band. Who jobless, no man curse. Sometimes the blessing them just look just like a curse. Just come back stronger. The more they try to kill you, is the more you live longer. More I live. So if their plan didn't work, it's best they try another plan. Or go and try that plan on another man. Everybody like what they like, so they can go and jump in another band. Who jobless, no man curse. Sometimes the blessing them just look just like a curse. But who jobless, no man curse. like this. Who job bless, no man curse. Things getting better, better, better when they fuck. DJ Tag. Big up Rich. Big up Matthew. This your boy Richie from Moscow. What you say? Mr. Rich, press the bridge. Yes, nice. Big up DJ Tag. Big up Rich. Big up Matthew. This your boy Richie from Moscow. What you say? Mr. Rich, press the bridge. Run the rhythm. Run the rhythm. Run the rhythm. She want the Reggie tonight. Well, look the Reggie tonight. She says she want the rhythm tonight. Yes, I. Big up the Jetta. Big up Rich. Big up Matthew. I say boy Reggie from Moscow. What you say? Mr. Rich, press the bridge. Run the rhythm. Run the rhythm. Run the rhythm. She want the Reggie tonight. Well, look the Reggie tonight. She says she want the rhythm tonight. Oh, girl, look the rhythm tonight. She says she want the Reggie tonight. Well, look the Reggie tonight. She says she want my loving all night. Oh, girl, look the loving tonight. Girl, you good, you good, you good, you good. Girl, you good, you really looking good. Girl, you good, you good, you good, you good. Girl, you good, you really looking good. Girl, your clothes, it's good. Yes, I. Girl, your hair, it's good. Yes, I. Girl, your style, it's good. Yes, I. Girl, your body, it's good. Yes, I. Run the rhythm. Run the rhythm. Run the rhythm. Run the rhythm. She want the Reggie tonight. Well, look the Reggie tonight. She says she. Yes, I. Big up the Jetta. Big up Rich. Big up Maturo. This your boy Richie from Moscow. What you say? Mr. Rich, press the bridge. Run the rhythm. Run the rhythm. Run the rhythm. She want the Reggie tonight. Well, look the Reggie tonight. She says she want the rhythm tonight. Oh, girl, look the rhythm tonight. She says she want the Reggie tonight. Well, look the Reggie tonight. She says she want my loving all night. Oh, girl, look the loving tonight. Girl, you good, you good, you good, you good. Girl, you good, you really looking good. Girl, you good, you good, you good, you good. Girl, you good, you really looking good. Girl, your clothes, it's good. Yes, I. Girl, your hair, it's good. Yes, I. Girl, your style, it's good. Yes, I. Girl, your body, it's good. Yes, I. Run the rhythm. Run the rhythm. Run the rhythm. Run the rhythm. She want the Reggie tonight. Well, look the Reggie tonight. She says she want the rhythm tonight. Oh, girl, look the rhythm tonight. She says she want the Reggie tonight. Well, look the Reggie tonight. She says she want my loving all night. Oh, girl, look the loving tonight. Girl, you good, you good, you good, you good. Girl, you good, you really looking good. Girl, you good, you good, you good, you good. Girl, you good, you really looking good. Girl, your clothes, it's good. Yes, I. Girl, your hair, it's good. Yes, I. Girl, your style, it's good. Yes, I. Girl, your body, it's good. Yes, I. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yo, yo. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yo, yo. Yo, go, yo, go, yo, go, yo. Yo, go, yo, go, yo, go, yo. Because she said she want to come and she say I'm a need. The girl she want go visa. Come inside the jam, she want get high tonight. Take a little wine, make the joint ignite.
Yes.
Okay, we're here live in the Kalinago territory to bring you, of course, we're bringing you live coverage of Tewey Vaval and Norrin with me, Norrin Joseph. Norrin, the Vaval is still on parade.
That procession was very long, and Vaval has reached back at Bataka, and what a following! What a following! Vaval seems to have been a very popular person.
Indeed, and so the Vaval is just passing through because I think they're going to head down the road, or does it come back, or are they going to have the burning of the Vaval right
I
here?
think they're going to have it. I think that the procession has ended. They're going around, making a circle with the coffin, and
yes. So and of course, so the Vaval is they're making a round, and then Norrin, but we haven't seen the flambeau because generally they would have the flambeau, Norrin, you know. So I don't know if it's a little different this year. Normally they would have the torch, you know, the lighted torch, the flambeau. So, but we can see
they will do that in a while.
Yeah, but we can see a couple of the guys have this coffin and it's written Vaval,
Yes,
and they're making a
going
circle.
around, there's a circle.
They're circling around, yeah.
And the amount of cell phones or cameras
Oh, yes.
that are on them.
Yes.
So all our viewers and listeners must be having a serious treat.
And of course, we're bringing this live coverage on YouTube, on Facebook, and also on radio. So you should know.
That is coverage of Vaval.
You have live coverage of the Vaval on YouTube, on Facebook, and also live on radio. And Norrin, they're already dancing around that coffin now. The guys have held the coffin all the way up in their hands.
Yes,
and they're giving Vaval a rough ride, boy.
That reminds me of some of the funerals that you see on TV in Africa. They normally run like this, carrying the coffin. So that's what we're seeing now. And it's boldly written, Vaval.
Which would bring an end, a culmination of carnival activities in the Kalinago territory.
Well, I think it's in the whole of Dominica for 2024.
Well, yes. So that's the end of carnival till next year.
Till next year, 3rd and 4th of March next year. So that's going to happen on the 5th of March 2025 again.
And so we will have a priest who is going to bless the coffin.
But it looks like a Muslim.
A Muslim?
The person that's dressed all in white with that tie.
And guess who is at the front leading or holding the parade and holding the coffin? The Kalinago chief himself, Lorenzo Sanford.
Oh, right.
Yes,
right,
Lorenzo Sanford. He is one of those
so
who is
carrying
the Vaval.
Active part.
Yes, very active part. And they're taking this thing very serious. You can see the way that they're carrying this coffin. And Lorenzo is up front leading, and carrying that Vaval.
Probably sweating like a bull.
Yes.
And the people carrying the Vaval, Stephen, the coffin, they're in red and black.
Yes, red because it's Valentine's Day. Yeah, and
Vaval
black.
has Valentine's, Vaval, and did you notice that Valentine has Lent in it?
Yes.
V-A-L-E-N-T.
Yeah, Valentine. Yes,
Yes,
Vaval.
so
Yes.
there's Lent. There's
Yes.
Val and there's Lent.
So we can see a number of and also the followers are carrying branches of flowers. You know, carrying branches.
I guess anything they got, anything they could lay their hands on.
Yes.
So they have that up in the air, and I guess there must be lots of crying and whatever.
Well, yes, it's going to be crying because this will bring the end of carnival activities to a close, you know, until next year. And then later on we will see the actual burning of the Vaval. We will have enough we'll have trash and wood. We'll have light. We would light the trash and the wood, the blazing of the trash and the wood, and then the burning of the Vaval.
And the usually scary part for me is when they're jumping over the fire.
Oh yes, that is when the Vaval. That's when the Vaval is being burnt to ash.
Yes,
to ash.
yes. The
You know?
effigy is going to be burnt.
Yeah.
And that's
And
it.
then we'll have
Yes.
some acrobatic moves. Guys will be trying to jump over the fire.
yes.
The fire, you know. Yeah, you love that part.
No, it scares me. It just looks so. It's like if a guy falls in the fire. That's what I feel.
Yes, Noreen. But maybe we can speak to one of the people who are here as well. Hello, good evening to you. Good evening.
Good evening.
How do you do?
Doing very well.
Where are you from?
I'm from England.
Okay, and you are here for Vaval.
Yeah.
Your first time here?
First time to see this event.
First time to see this event. Your impression so far? What do you think?
It's great. I love it.
You love it?
Yeah, but how did you know about this event?
Well, I'm staying with a Dominican, so... and
Just
I'm
follow
in a
the
group.
crowd.
Well, not quite. Just a crowd. We came up here, and one of the group. She's originally a Kalinago, so she knows about it.
Well, with the red that you can't stand up still, I can see that you're enjoying yourself.
Absolutely.
Nice talking to you. Enjoy yourself.
We can speak to her as well. Good evening to you.
Hi, hello.
Tell me your name.
Susan,
And where are you from?
London.
London, okay. And what brings you here to the Kalinago territory for this event, Vaval?
I'm staying with a friend who's Dominican. She lives at the other side of the island, and she suggested we came along. It would be a great experience, which it is. It's brilliant.
And so far you're enjoying it?
Really good, really
That
good.
is
Yeah,
it.
really interesting. Thank you.
Now, Stephen, look what's interesting.
Hello.
The torch is held by the president
Ah, that's interesting.
of the Commonwealth of Dominica.
So yes, so we
And
have
her husband?
a lighted,
Yes, they're
a
both-
lighted torch,
Yes, they're both holding the torch.
and they're both holding the torch.
And
Yes,
it looks like they're going to put the fire.
yes, it looks like they're going to do the actual burning of
Burning
the
of the
Vaval,
Vaval.
and the cameras are on. Oh no, the cameras are on. The president of Dominica is holding this torch,
Torch.
and
That is really symbolic.
yeah, symbolic that
As you can
they're going to
see,
light
and be lighting up the Kalinago chief,
the
and
lighting.
the parliamentary representative to symbolize our activity today. They sing bye-bye to Vaval in a very
Okay, so they have the
special way.
parliamentary representative also.
The Parliament to come forward,
Who's
and,
having. Is holding his
have your
torch as well. Okay, so
He's
he's
lighting
lighting
it
it
now,
from
yes.
the one
One that
torch
the
of the
president-
president.
yes.
So the president one is already lit, and now he has.
and then you have
So he has his
the
torch
Obudu.
right now,
We have
and now we have the Kalinago chief is also lighting his torch. So the president.
Thank you very much,
Um,
Your Excellency. Then we shall take a spin by
So-
ballot, and all the torches will be lit, and we come back here for the official burning of Vaval.
Okay,
Thank you
so-
very much.
Okay, so I think that the Vaval is going to make another round. I suspect that.
Yeah,
So it's going to go further down the village. You're going to,
Down again.
yes.
But
So-
that is Lalin,
Yes, there is a lot of lallying.
Is the president going with
And I
them?
suspect this will go all the way down to Atkinson.
No, she didn't go.
No?
She didn't go. There, she's
The president is staying.
The president, but
But
the,
the Vaval and the
the
lighted
Pal Rep-
torch.
the
Pal
Pal
Rep.
Rep and the Kalinago chief, they're both going.
Yeah, so the Vaval is going to make another spin, the parade of the Vaval. So this, and as I told you now, I suspect this time they're going to go all the way down to Atkinson and to come back here. And then when they come back here, we're going to have the actual burning of the Vaval. And let me tell you, so you can see the torch and you can
Yes.
see all of the, you see the bullseye, you know.
Well, let's just
But-
call it bullseye.
Yes, or the flabo.
Yeah, yes, yes.
So, so they're going to make their way a little lower down the community and then to come back here.
Ok, Stephen, nous parlons de créole, parce que pour nous qui a coûté, avec ces créoles, tout ça, ça comprend. À présent, nous, aujourd'hui, c'est mercredi le San, avec ces journées Valentine, avec tous les mercredis le San, il y a une occasion en territoire Kalinago qui est Tewey Vaval. À présent, ce qui a fait, c'est qu'il a mis 3 bousailles. Président la Ténion, chef Kalinago Ténion, et ministre Palrep Kalinago Ténion. Après, il a descendu encore avec Vaval. Il a peut-être descendu juste à Atkinson, parce que tout le monde bataka. Il a descendu à Atkinson, et bien là, il a viré, c'est peut-être là qu'il a brûlé Vaval. Mais bagage c'est un bagage qui est symbolique. C'est une occasion pour Tewey carnaval juste l'année prochaine. Dans l'année prochaine, carnaval il y a en mars, il y a les 3 et les 4 mars. Et so Tewey Vaval, il y a les 5 mars dans l'année prochaine. So après ça, tout à l'heure, Vaval, il y a Vaval posé, il y a pleurer parce qu'il y a manché, et il y a juste l'année prochaine pour y savoir encore.
Eh bien, nous avons bien bon, je connais les masques
oui, parce que supposé qu'à faire mettre bagay en place. Et bien, l'as des moun, l'as de nous, il t'écoute, il pas écoute parce que je connais là il a venu. Carnaval, c'est soit en février et bien en mars. Vous savez qu'à changer quoi? Et bien, vous savez, si vous ne savez pas, je vais vous dire, les 3 et les 4 mars, l'année prochaine. Vaval que le 5 mars, parce que mercredi le 5, que le 5 mars, l'année prochaine. Fait bagaille, fait ça pour faire, gagner billet sur l'autre pays, gagner billet pour ça descendre en temps. Et bien là, je dis, I'm making me cry, I missing that. Descend, come down.
Eh bien, c'est your seul bagaille, moi, ça dit. Et puis, bagaille, Tewey Vaval, ça, c'est moun à territoire Kwaïb. C'est moi dire, yo ni landiwai. Puisque pour preuve avant ça là, descend au cas de ça, vous avez Mao River, Bao River, et bien vous avez vu à Badaka, vous avez vu à Atkinson, vous avez vu monter encore, ou pour monter au Timon.
Ça c'est landiwai. Et bien la ligne. Après ça nous avons
Prosper, let's say maybe we can speak to him, the elder, the cultural elder himself. Yes.
Yes.
How do you do?
Hey, Mabrika.
Mabrika.
Irufu, Atikari.
And the name is Gerard Langlaise.
Yes, of course, my name is Gerard Langlaise, yes, and I'm right here, of course, at the burning of Vaval, Tewey Vaval. That is where we say goodbye to the spirit of Carnival 2024. So we are right here and at Badaka, you're right, and so we are.
So tell us what has happened so far, because we have been here and we saw earlier on there was there was a ceremony where people viewed the Vaval.
Oh well, yes. When somebody dies, you expect people to come and view them, before so.
Before burial.
For burial, so it's like a funeral, So people would come, they would view the body. Some would cry, some would say, a few things, and then afterwards, then they would close the coffin, and then what happens after that is, the priest or whatever would give a sermon and so on, and then you'd go to the burial site.
Right, but then the earlier on we had the parade of the Vaval. So they paraded from here from Badaka, and they went all the way to I think is it Sensei?
I know. I believe that they went maybe all the way to Crevice River, maybe Point, and then back. Because sometimes because of the road condition, you cannot parade for a very long time. So they parade just maybe from here to. I feel it's Crevice River, close to Point, and then going back to Atkinson, and then from here, from Atkinson up, then they would have the burning of Vaval. Yeah.
So right now, because earlier on we saw the president, she had a lighted torch, and the Kalinago chief and the pan rep had their own lit as well, and then they left Baraka, and right now they're heading to Atkinson.
Well, yes.
Come back here in Baraka.
Well, yeah. So because what you find is that Atkinson, Baraka, they all come together to form one big band. So you have to of course give Atkinson, of course, their support. So you must go down to Atkinson and then come back up to Baraka to really have the burning of the Vaval.
Although Atkinson is not a part of the Kalinago territory.
No. Atkinson is not part, but really they are strong supporters of course, of the Vaval and the Carnival in the Kalinago territory. So you have to give them, give them their dues, of course.
It always amazes me as to why Atkinson and Entwistle are not part of the Kalinago territory when they're so close to the Kalinago territory.
In the past, I believe that the Entwistle and Atkinson was all part of the territory, in the past. But because of certain things that happened in the past, because the selling of land, the giving of lands, things happen. And so the boundaries of the Kalinago territory, according to the elders, was the Big River. And the Big River is, the Pegua River. It's not that little river, that dry ravine that you call Big River. But due to the selling of lands and so on, and the giving, people, after a while, then the territory began to shrink. And so what you have is that you have people from Atkinson, they sometimes not considering themselves as Kalinagos because of what happened. Things happened in the past. So right now we have Atkinson and Twistle, which is not part of the territory, but they are all supportive, of course, of the carnival activities happening in the territory, and that is how you have it here. So right now you have the band from Atkinson and Twistle, everybody coming together to form part of the carnival.
Yeah, and you have such massive land space when you have 3,700 acres of land belonging to the Kalinago territory.
Oh yeah, we have lots of land. When you look at acreage and so on, but if you look at the valleys and all these mountains and so on, we haven't got much agricultural lands. But anyway, what we have, we try to make good use of it. And if you have to look at our acreage per how you'd say it, per person, some individuals will stay without. But sometimes you have to make use of what you have. But as you just said, we have land, we are making good use of what we have. But that is another topic, of course. So the burning of the Vaval will be coming just now.
But Gerald, I also want to make reference to the fact that in days gone by it was different. But this is one thing that I'm happy about, is that as the first settlers of Dominica, that right now you have gained a lot more prominence. Right now people give you greater respect and greater recognition as the first settlers of Dominica. Because Ataki Pase, Munesi, Kwaib, oui. But that's no longer the case. Right now, the people in the Kalinago territory are respected as the first settlers of Dominica.
Oh yes, because a couple of years back, let's speak a little Creole anyway.
Yes.
Ok. Là où regardez attend longtemps, pas tellement longtemps, mais il y a un détail qui passe. C'est mon nom en piste, il y a des gars qui tellement. Après un temps, tout le monde passe, il y a un petit genre, puis il y a tellement. Chaque monde, tout le monde, il y a aidé against you. Il y a aidé blanc against you. Après un temps, sans problème. Il y a des noirs sans problème. Il y a des. Tout le monde y a aidé sans problème. Tout le monde qui a crié vient non. Comme ça, il vient dans un petit coin où là, il a dit alright, tout le monde pas vle nous. Si c'est comme ça, eh ben nous ka wete pas kon nous. Eh bien, tout ça, c'était pour eux seulement. Ils n'ont pas de considérer comme pièce d'autre monde parce que ça, c'est nous, c'est quoi, nous, c'est quoi. Nous, aller là, c'est quoi, sauvage. Aller là, c'est nous. Aller là, ils ont chébé nous, ils ont point bagaille nous. Si vous allez nous aller Guantan, si vous allez Marigot, si vous allez Cassibrousse, ils ont chébé nous, ils ont point marchandise nous, ils ont violé nous, ils ont point tout ce qui est ça. Comme ça, tout le monde est dans un seul côté. Et bien, actuellement, nous avons une évolution. Où là, vous voyez tout le monde Kalinago qui a flotté. Donc, à venir, c'est
puisqu'il y a par exemple, on est autant moun Kalinago qui c'est docteur, qui c'est avocat, qui c'est une grande position. Par exemple, on est le premier président à Kalinago.
Parce que ça, vous regardez, c'est l'histoire now, l'histoire, history is repeating itself. Comme si it can view how it was in the beginning, so shall it be. Comme ça, vous voyez Kalinago qui a vu une grande position. Comme ça, tout le monde a dit, eh bien, pour qui c'est moun ça, il a mettre là, pour qui c'est moun ça, il a mettre là, mais prophétie, on dit pour regarder, c'est le premier moun dans pays, c'est le premier moun pays. Yes.
Oui, c'est le premier moun pays là.
Oui, oui. The first peoples, of course, of the country. So that is how you getting. That is how you getting. The first peoples, of course. Prophecy after a while have to be fulfilled. Comme vous voyez, ces gens-là, en tant longtemps, même si yo goumé, après un temps, yo devenu petit, population yo decrease, mais après on les, yo vient à un petit coin. Mais actuellement, nous avons évolué, you know, things is happening.
Yes, and so too is your culture as well.
Yes, the culture, the whole cultural
revolution.
Revolution, right? Yeah, because starting in the early in the late 70s, going up, into the early 80s and so on, you have a whole cultural revolution. So up to this present day, we have people, who is trying to revolutionize that whole thing and making it happen so that our Kalinago people can be recognized. And our president, of course, Sylvanie was all part of that.
You were told that she was one of those, one of those persons who was very much involved in Tewey Vaval from the very early stages.
Yes, of course. I remember back in the 80s, of course, she was part of the Carifuna cultural group. And they went to Canada and she went to study, of course, theater and so on. So, she knew of course, the struggles and of the people. So, up to that present time, she's still at the forefront, of course, of that, and I give her praises for that, of course. Yeah, man. Yeah,
so one can say that the people of the Kalinago has progressed, has made tremendous progress over the years, Gerald.
Yeah, man. Words cannot explain that, because we also, we tried our best to make things happen, and then, because if we hadn't tried, to make those things, to organize groups, to press, to make those things happen and so on. To this day, we would still be at the back. So, we right now, we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have, people who want to study, university grads and so on. So now is the time that we have to really take up the mantle and make things happen for our people as indigenous peoples, as first peoples. People like me, I'm an elder, a senior. Considering those who are, young and have all the energy to make things happen for us Kalinago people, because we as those who made it happen for them now. They have to take it up and to make it bigger
In fact, you can say that you guys have blazed the trail.
Yes.
You set the foundation. So now it's all up to those who are there right now to
make it
uphold.
happen. Yes, man. To grab it and to run with it, and to say, okay, well, people like Mike Bricker and these guys, they are the ones who cut the trail, but we use the bulldozers and so on to make it smooth, and so on. So it is up to them for now.
Mabrika, thank you for speaking to us, and I want to wish you all the best. And of course we're looking forward to tonight when Vaval comes back.
Today is Vaval, and sometimes when you talk too long, your throat is getting a little dry, so you have to wet it.
So now you're going to wet your throat.
I'm going to wet my throat.
According to us, there will be some thoracic lubrication. We have a gentleman with us, Lauren.
You're the chair of the activities.
I'm the development officer for the division of Kalinago affairs. But what we have a committee in place. The chairman is Mr. Prosper Paris. He is a well-known cultural icon in the Kalinago territory, and he is the chair for the events committee. But he's one of my staff, and is guided by the ministry and the work that we do. And so we have to commend him. I want to publicly commend Prosper Paris as a cultural icon and an elder in the community. He has done exceptionally well. And today we are here. It's Vaval. And I'm excited about the movement itself. I'm happy that you're here to carry this event live for us in the Kalinago territory. One of the good things that has happened is that over the past years, we've been struggling with Vaval. Because as you know, it's not on the books, not on the laws. It's against the law initially. And Kalinago's has been very resistant. And up to today, that's why we also need to commend our Honorable Kozia Frederick, the Parliament representative for the Salibe constituency, because it was under his reign that he was able to get it in the calendar of events. And this is commendable, because once it is in the calendar of events, it means therefore we will have a better activity. And I heard Mabrika talking to you a while ago saying that they started the event, and I'm happy that they started. Now we're here, we now have it on the books.
And now we have to sustain that event.
We have to sustain the event. The Parliament representative and myself were having a little discussion earlier this afternoon, and we are saying that next year we're going to go with that at the Jolly John's Park, at the Jolly John's Memorial Park. So this is what we're looking at, and this is where we're heading to. This is an exciting moment for us, not only culturally but economically, because you look at the number of vendors we have here, local vendors, and the number of people now coming into the Kalinago space. It's a secret space as Kalinagos. I mean, the spirits of the ancestors are excited about the whole movement, because initially when slavery was abolished, our brothers and sisters came with the drums, and we start to play the drums, and this is why we have now this togetherness. So Carnival in itself have all the cultural aspect of it, from slavery into mingling with the indigenous people on the island. And this is why we're here today, Carnival Monday, Tuesday, but we're ending here in the Kalinago territory as part of the indigenous celebration. And so we have Vaval, and we're excited about it. A number of persons I can see are out there already, and they're enjoying the moment.
And one can say that Vaval holds significance. It is of significance to you and to your community.
Yes, definitely. Like I said to you, Vaval has always been something that we've been struggling with. I mean, there was a time the police didn't want us to do it at all.
As I was telling Noreen earlier on, that one time the police, you had opposition from the police and also from the Catholic community.
Exactly. That is so correct. That's so correct. Noreen would have known about that well. When I see Noreen this afternoon, I was so happy. I run across and our guys say, but thank you for coming.
But it's good that the police now have embraced it well, and also the Catholics, because I know at the very beginning that the Catholics we would say it's Ash Wednesday, and to have this Vaval is like making a mockery of the Catholic faith. But you had to do some education. You had to do a lot of work to educate people about the significance of Vaval.
Yes. I believe it's a very sensitive matter as well, because really and truly the Lent starts, today.
Ash Wednesday, yes.
Ash Wednesday. So it's a very sensitive matter. I mean, we have to take that into consideration. And the Catholic Society also have to take in the traditional and cultural aspect of the indigenous people into consideration. So it's a work in progress, half and half. You know, somebody have to compromise somewhere.
Give and take.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah, but I must say that Vaval has grown tremendously over the years in the Kalinago. I mean, we're not only in the Kalinago does Vaval has been celebrated. It's also in Dubla, you know. But in the Kalinago space, it has grown tremendously.
Yes, definitely. And this year, if you notice that we merged the Valentines with the Vaval, because it falls on 14th of February, and we'll be having an after party after the burning of the Vaval. So this is how big we are this year.
I see that you are in your red and people are dressed in red and black. So so you have a Valentine Vaval.
That's right.
Well, it's a Valentine.
Val.
This is what I don't know about you, Lauren, but I look forward to the after party, yeah?
Well,
I don't know about you.
Let me tell you that. Let me just remind him that next year is not going to be on the 14th of February. It's going to be on the 5th of March.
Noreen has already booked that day to come back here.
Yes, definitely. Noreen has done her research and she knows that, well, next year will not be on Valentine's Day. So we have to think of something. We have to be innovative. We have to be creative. And it's a good thing she's saying that now, because next year we have to change the color codes. We know, well, okay, red, not red next year, and so on. And we need to ensure that we have that sort of creativity in there to make things more exciting for persons visiting. And I also want to make note that this is not only for the indigenous people, this is for Dominica, because it's going to be marketed as a tourism product.
Yes.
As a tourism product, and so the country itself is expected to benefit from that. I can hear the band coming.
Yes. And so what's going to happen now? I mean, what's going to happen from then on? Tell me, because we're seeing the Vaval is approaching us, and the flambeaux and so on. What's going to happen?
Right. So the flambeaux now, they're coming in. They had to ensure that it was lit before they reach here at top ranking, because at top ranking, that is where we're going to be putting down the coffin. We're going to have individuals dancing around the coffin, and they will play for a while, 15 to 30 minutes of play, and after which we'll set the coffin on fire. And when we set it on fire, the drumming doesn't stop, the singing doesn't stop. We're ringing that drum, and we're dancing, and we're singing, and we're ensuring that thing come to dust. Yeah.
And there's one part that Noreen loves, and that's the part where the guys do their acrobatic moves over the fire.
Well, what I'm going to say is, please, I don't want to do the ugly cry. So I don't want you to jump over that fire tonight at all. Let's look at them.
I certainly won't be jumping myself. I won't be jumping myself. I won't be doing that at all. I won't be doing that. But yes, we have individuals, young Kalinago Braves, who normally, take the chance and go ahead and do that. But we also want to ensure that persons doing that are safe. So before they do that, we always tell them, hey, ensure that on the other side is clear, there's nobody there, and so on, and to ensure that it's done in a safe way.
And this looks so beautiful. This looks so beautiful. Crowd of people with buzai. Torch, if you call it a flambeau. And everyone is carrying one or sometimes two flambeaux.
Now the thing is, normally people make buzai out of a bottle, right? But we made it out of bamboo.
I realize that.
So we use bamboo stick, and we put in the accelerant in there, and we put the cloth. And so everybody now is much safer, because what you find is people used to just break the bottles on the road. So we say, no, we are indigenous people. We have to be creative, and we get the bamboo, and we were able to set it up. And look at how lovely it is, Curtis.
I must say, this is creativity.
Oh, yes.
To make a flambeau with bamboo, and no longer the bottle torch, but you're using bamboo to make that lighted torch,
well,
and it looks so beautiful.
If it's indigenous, it's good that they're using the bottle, the
bamboo,
rather than the bottle.
Certainly.
Because the bamboo's from here.
That is correct. That's correct.
So we need to take some of that lapoca with coming up and.
Yes, we need to, Noreen,
Yes.
But I must say that I love what I'm seeing. The carrying of the coffin, the Vaval, and I see Chief Lorenzo is leading the way.
The Honorable Minister is there as well as the Chief.
Oh yeah, you're correct. He's in the black shirt, and he's carrying the Vaval.
Yeah, he's carrying the
and they're making a circle. But this Vaval is getting a rough ride.
So the circle will be formed right now. and then it will be placed in the center. So they're going to now establish the circle, and everybody have to be dancing around the circle and around the drums. Look how exciting that is.
Now, it's a good thing you said the circle, because when I was at school in Toronto, the First Nations, everything they do it in a circle. And from research, we found out that because it doesn't end. There's no beginning and no ending. So the eldest person, the eldest elder, is at the front, followed by the other person until it reaches the children. And this circle continues because it never ends. And so that too is significant for that circle that they're making.
Man, Noreen, you're so correct, you're so right, man. I suspect you have the history locked down. But yes, even when we have our meetings with Kalinago Council and so on, with the elders, we normally sit in a circle because we don't want people to we don't want each other to see each other back. So we want to see your face. I talking to you, I want to see your face. So that's the reason why we have this circle, so we can converse. And that is the reason why we are here and we have this circle going. But guys, I must get a little bump, I gonna.
Stephen.
That's all right. It's Stephen. Yeah. But yeah. But so you're going to take a bump right now.
Yes.
So they're going to do the circle for a couple of times, and then they're going to burn the Vaval.
And then they're going to burn the Vaval. And the Vaval will be placed in the center of the circle. And they will burn it and will continue to dance around the Vaval.
So right now we see they have, because you can say the pan rep is one of those who is carrying the Vaval along with the Kalinago chief, Lorenzo Sanford, and a couple other people are carrying the Vaval. I think right now they're going to place the Vaval down somewhere, is it? Yes, they're putting down the coffin, is it? Oh.
And then all the lights that they have in the bamboo, they will be sending that right into the fire when it started. Yeah. So in a few minutes, we're going to have a trash man as well. So we have a guy responsible for bringing in the trash to place on the Vaval. So so he will start that very soon as the drum stops. So he will get the signal when the drum stops, and he will take the trash and bring to the Vaval.
What about the number of people who are here this evening? Because you have a huge crowd here.
That's a massive crowd. I think it's the first time I see a crowd like that. Last year wasn't as big as that. This year, certainly we have a number of persons turning out from all over Dominica, and of course we also have some visitors here as well. I met some friends from Canada earlier on, and they were sitting right there waiting for Vaval to come right there.
I have been covering Vaval for a little while, and I must say that Vaval has grown tremendously over the years.
Certainly we have seen the evolution of Vaval from how it was to how it is now. I mean, before we didn't even have the color codes. We just come and we just free up. But right now it is more structured. We ensure that we have our vendors to provide some Kalinago foods and so on, some of the drink. And you hear Mabrika talk about the soppy earlier on. Soppy is one of the Kalinago words that we use. So if I don't want to tell Noreen, let's go and have a drink of rum, I say, Noreen, let's go and have some soppy.
I think later on, Noreen, not now.
Okay.
Right now, we're broadcasting now.
But you notice that he's calling my name very often. And I probably want to give him a little history. In that, maybe blood has a way of talking. And my great-grandmother was actually from Bataka. So who knows? Maybe that's why you cling to me.
You're right in it. You hit the nail on the head, Noreen.
So we have Kalinagos all over.
All over Dominica. Yes.
You don't even know them.
Yes.
But it's really, really beautiful. It's a real beautiful sight.
So they are still dancing around the coffin.
Dancing around the coffin. Still dancing, and you can see they gathering on one side. The reason why they gathering on this side is because the coffin is going to be placed on this side to be burnt. Because we are mindful of the
electrical wires.
Yeah. So that's the reason why the gathering is on this side. It's our left side, and the drummers are now sort of bringing the rhythm so that the guy can get the cue to bring in the trash.
And I must say, the people who are taking part in this event, they're taking it very, very serious. This is not no laughing matter. They're not laughing. They're not making a joke out of it or mockery. They're taking it very serious.
Very serious. I mean, imagine your father passing away, your mother, and so on. So they treat that thing like, like it's their mom or their dad passed away. And so they take it very serious. So the drummers are now making space.
Yes.
The drummers are now making space so that the coffin will be lit.
Darren, get some of the lava carbon. So Noreen, they have stopped, which means that in a while they're going to have the actual burning of the Vaval right now.
Yes. So you remember I was telling you that this would be the cue for them to stop, and then allow the Vaval to light. After the Vaval light, they will start again and start to ring the drums.
Wow, interesting. So they're going to light up the Vaval. It's time to burn the remnants of Carnival, burn the old spirit of Carnival, Noreen, and we should bring a close to Carnival 2024. Yes, and this is very symbolic, but I think the people here are taking this very, very serious, and I love the atmosphere, and I love how the people are taking this so serious. You know, this is no laughing matter, I'm telling you, and we have a huge following here.
Really huge.
I don't know, Curtis, if you ever been to a vigil. Everybody have their candle, right? So look at this on the other side there, and you see that thing is similar to what we call a vigil. The only thing is that you take your candle and you rest it down, but they will be taking their torches and be throwing it into the fire and burn the spirit.
And say goodbye to Carnival until next year. So then there'll be a lot of crying.
Until March 5th, 2025.
And there'll be a lot of crying.
A lot of crying.
Yes.
Wailing.
Vaval, ou quitter, ou Vaval. Le mot Tewey Vaval. And here we go again. So, right now, I can see the priest. Noreen, can you see the priest? Yes. So there's a priest there. Symbolic. So now it's time to burn the Vaval. So all the flambeaux will be thrown on the coffin. Reminder too, now we're bringing live coverage on YouTube, on the DBS Facebook page, and also live on radio.
On radio, so you're fully covered.
In a while, we will see the Vaval going up in flames.
Have they put the bush on the road?
In a while, we'll be seeing the Vaval going up in flames. But I think that, I don't know, can you see there's somebody who represents a priest? I suppose he has said the prayers and everything.
This one is a high priest. See how high he's standing? And then I guess they're going to put down.
I think that's Bert Tyson from Baraka. He's the one who normally acts like the priest. So just a while we will see the Vaval will be burnt to ashes. But everyone is holding their flambeau.
There's something happening in this circle over there. because everybody's standing there and looking down, sort of. What's happening there?
Yeah, what?
Huh?
Right now, what's happening in the center?
Oh, right now, people are basically giving their tribute. They're now giving their tribute, their last paying their last respect to Vaval. So they would have started with the Honorable Minister and then Chief, and everybody else would have chipped in and give their last tribute to Vaval.
The individual who is standing over there like the priest, that's Bud Tyson?
That's Bud Tyson. Bud Tyson is the priest, and he's been the priest for a number of years now, ensuring that the procession goes smoothly. So you can see the trash men are now entering. They are now entering into the center of the circle, where Vaval will now be burnt. The drummers, you will hear, they have taken a pause to allow the trash men to go in. The trash will be lit, and of course the drums will continue to roll. People still have some time to come down and enjoy the last lap there at Top Ranking Bataka. It's still very early, so they still have the time to come and have a little bump with us here, because after this we have the after party.
Which will go on until about 10 o'clock so?
Until 10 o'clock.
Wow. So it's Vaval, the burying of the old spirit of Carnival in the Kalinago territory.
Yes, a eulogy.
Eulogy?
Maybe, yes. I mean, if you're burying, you have a eulogy. And then, you know, the family goes closer to view the last viewing. So,
but again, I suppose you have to give credit to the people who already actually started this thing a number of years ago on Horseback Ridge.
Yes, certainly. Piper is one of the guys who started this here in the Kalinago territory. Piper was very young at the time, had gone to Guadeloupe, and then when he returned here, he started that in Bataka many years ago. Piper now, he's around, by the way, he's around, but I've not seen him now, but he's around, and he started that quite a number of years ago.
And also Bud Tyson's father was too?
Yes, Bud Tyson's father was also part of that as well, but now he's out of state, and now and then he visits and so on, but he came last year, but not for Carnival. Yeah.
And therefore Bud himself has maintained the tradition in terms of organizing the event on a yearly basis.
Definitely, Bud has maintained the tradition, and we also want to encourage other young persons, you know, to participate and because the sustainability of the tradition is important. Yeah.
Very much so, because if the young people now do not get involved, later on, Norrin, that's it came more. You know, so you have to ensure that the young people come on board.
By the looks of it looks like it's going to go on for a very, very long time.
It looks so because we see a number of young people are involved in Vaval, you know. And the crowd has grown tremendously, I must tell you, Norrin. A lot of people have, you know. So we see the trash men, they're still carrying trash. The drums are rolling.
Pie fig. When you said trash, nothing is garbage. It's pie fig.
Well, yes, pie fig.
And the right there is trash, but it's pie fig.
That's the dry leaves of the banana.
Yes.
So that's why they're going to burn the Vaval. Okay. Okay, here we go, Norrin. So the Vaval is set ablaze, and we can see smoke and fire, fire, fire.
And you have to make sure that they don't leave it too close to the wires.
Norrin, and the Vaval is set ablaze, and boy, that's a big buka. That's a buka, right? I say go buka dife. And the drums are continuing to roll here. The action is at Baraka, and it's fire. Vaval is set ablaze. Yes, Norrin, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, it's out now, all right.
But right now we can see the burning of the Vaval, which will bring to a close Carnival
2024.
Yes, and the drums are not going to stop rolling. The guys are going to keep on beating the drums until the Vaval is burnt completely, until the Vaval has been burnt down totally to ashes. Yes, and then Well, you see some acrobatic moves. Guys trying to jump over the fire.
Your favorite part.
But this is lovely, I must say. Yeah, it's lovely. Some more about music. Tewey Vaval in the Kalinago territory. And of course, this is DBS Radio, and we're bringing you live coverage of this event where we're burying the old spirit of Carnival, Tewey Vaval, and right now the Vaval is on fire.
I'm celebrating Valentine's at the same time. Tewey Vaval and Valentine.
The fire cooled down a bit, and more trash was thrown in. So so we see right, more fire, Norrin.
More fire.
Yes, more fire. To ensure that the Vaval is burned completely.
Ashes.
What a spectacle!
It is
something to be seen. And of course, we are bringing live coverage on our Facebook page and on YouTube. You can view that as well. And our listeners on radio, you know. And I must say that this really looks beautiful. I mean, the burning of the Vaval. And every year it's an annual. Every year it is an event that takes place here in the Kalinago territory and also in Jubla. I was told that the people of Salisbury are also thinking of doing something like that. So I get him. Somehow I suspect maybe other communities might be doing the same.
Who knows?
But in the Kalinago territory, a bumper crowd is here to witness this one tonight.
That is people. Definitely a bumper crowd.
The little ones, the babies, the grandmas, the grandpas, the young people.
Nobody's scared.
A number of people are here. I don't think there are many people at the Kalinago homes tonight. I think all of Kalinago is here in Baraka.
Yes.
Yes. Huge crowd. And the number of
more trash because it's really high again. It's really high. So they must have added some more trash to it.
Definitely. I mean, remember that. But these people plan this thing properly. So during the day they will ensure that they have sufficient trash.
That's right.
Pie fig, I just say pie fig. Yes. To burn that Vaval.
So pie fig is not only used for sensei, but it's also used to burn Vaval.
And for those who don't understand what pie fig it is, the dry leaves of the banana tree, yes. The dry leaves of the banana tree, which is being used to burn that Vaval, you know? Which is a dummy in a coffin. So you have dummies in the coffin and you burn that, signifying the end of Carnival. And I was just saying, just look at the number of cell phones, you know, the amount of videos being made of this.
And now that the bullseyes have lights all over. And of course, some people are doing it live. So not only MO and GIS and DBS is carrying it, but other individuals are also carrying it live. And people will have photographs they can take home to their families wherever they are.
Yes, indeed, Noreen. I'm going to try to speak to Bert Tyson. Yes. Good evening to you, Bert.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. How do you do?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, you're nice. All right, and I was just saying, but that you have been one of those who have acted as a priest for a number of years.
Yes.
Yes. And tonight, what did you say to the people?
I'm not hearing.
What did you tell people tonight at Vaval?
Well, I tell them it's great having them. I invite everybody. I'm happy. I'm thankful that they show up, and we will make it possible next time. And we love Vaval that much.
But you're dressed like a priest. You have your gong on you. You're dressed like a priest.
That's how I do. I am always the shaman. I'm always the Vaval priest at all times. I make it great. I make it possible, and I love it.
So every year you are involved in organizing Vaval?
Every year. Every year I'm one of the key people, the main people in the Vaval for here. I love it. I will not stop. I will make it great.
Because I was just telling Noreen that young people must get involved, because if they don't get involved, the Vaval will die, because they are the future. They're the future ones of the community. So people they have to follow people like you and come on board with you.
Well, I'll tell you something, right? What is killing the Vaval up here and Carnival up here is the hi-fi system. People go for the hi-fi, people go for the big band system, and they forget the culture, which is the Lapokabit, the natural, local band, which I love. They forget the Lapokabit. I'm trying my best to keep it alive. I make the drums, I play the drums, I act as a priest, I do the Vaval, I am involved, always. I'm not giving up. I'm asking the young people to take a stand too and learn something from Vaval and get involved. To beat the drums, to play the drums, to sing the songs, get organized and enjoy yourself. It's a time to enjoy yourself.
Your father was also involved in organizing Vaval.
Yes, my father was one of the #1 guys. When he left, I took up on my own other guys and make it possible and keep the spirit going, keep the Vaval going. So right now, that's why we have Vaval today. And it's very good that somebody could keep it up and take it up to make Vaval a success.
And as we say, that Vaval is not an original heritage of the people of the Kalinago, but it's something that you imported from Guadeloupe Martinique. But now it is a big thing in the Kalinago territory, and it is also part of the Carnival calendar of events.
Yes, we make it a big thing, because having an extra day of Carnival in Dominica and have it only in the territory is a big thing. Make it a Kalinago territory event. Have Vaval in the territory only. So after Carnival, one day you can come to here only for one time in your life and enjoy Vaval.
And at the same time, as I was saying earlier on, is also an economic activity where the people you have the bars make some money, people come and overnight and so on, and therefore the people up in the Kalinago get the chance to make some money economically.
Yes, that's very, very good. People come on the bars and make some money, which is good. I mean, who doesn't want that money? But I would like to ask everybody all over, bring your bars, come and support. Come next year, bring whatever you have and come and take part in our activity, which is unique to the territory and Dominica on the whole.
Now, you must have loved this thing, because to organize this thing every year, you must have a passion for it.
Yes. No, but even the very way that he's speaking, you can see that he does have a passion. And the same thing that he said about the big bands, the hi-fi, a number of people I'm saying that a lot of things is lost. A lot of things are lost because of the hi-fi. And the tradition that we have, the traditional aspect of Carnival, we are losing it because there is so much hi-fi and people gravitate to the hi-fi rather than singing and moving and dancing
to La Pocabit.
Well, I am saying that the Labokabit is key. I love Labokabit. I do not like plastic drums. I am a Labokabit man. I don't like hi-fi, because one of the main reasons is that we hear hi-fi whole year round. And it's only 2 days in the year we have Lapo Cabot on the road, which is our culture as well. And we should embrace that and make it a success. Why should we leave our culture and go and do into hi-fi, which is just everyday life?
I'm afraid because I'm seeing certain things right now. I'm saying, but if we do not uphold those traditions, like for example now in Pan, Lapo Cabot, you know, Black Devils, Tewey Vaval, you know, and a lot of our traditional you know, activities. If we do not uphold that, in time to come, our children will not know what is Pan music. They will not know what is Tewey Vaval. They will not know what is Lapo Cabot.
Exactly, because we have this serious cultural infiltration. And if somebody doesn't put a stop to it right now, it's going to get out of hand. Seriously. Because it's like the hi-fi is just press a button. But the Lapo Cabot, you have to be involved. You have to make it. You have to play it. So they don't want to have to do that. And I think the number for young persons are just, maybe they're just too busy to have to do all that. That's too much work. Too much work.
I believe it's a modernized world. I would not say too much work. I think the world is modernized and people go for computer, laptop, DJs, and easy vibes. But when you hold a Lapo Cabot, when you can get a goat skin, which is indigenous culture, a goat skin, you can clean it, you can actually make a drum out of it and play music and let people enjoy some sweet vibes. I think that is key.
After you finish, eat the goat.
Yes, after you eat the goat, you goat water, you can, and it's really good that you can pass on that knowledge to the younger generation. If not, we're going to lose it.
Correct.
We are losing it so far.
Correct. Yes. And I say I'm afraid because I see a trend where young people now would gravitate towards, I said, hi-fi and live bands. I mean, there's nothing wrong in you loving hi-fi and live bands, but we have to preserve and to promote the traditional aspect of our culture, which is like Pan music, Lapo Cabot, the Black Devils, the band movie,
the
Red Oka, the Suswell Sui, the Sensei. We have to try to preserve the traditional aspects of our culture. We have
that's
to.
what we grew up on, and
because
that's what we want.
I'm saying, Noreen, if we do not do that, in time to come, my children and my children will not know what is a Lapo Cabot, what is a Suswell Sui, what is a Sensei. And we have to do what we can, like us Bud is doing right now, in terms of preserving the Tewey Vaval.
Yes.
Or even a band that you could go and sing your local songs. Just imagine you go to a band and you can sing a song and make it music to the crowd, to the public. It's something else. And if we don't take a stand, we're going to lose that. Big time, we're going to lose that.
But thank you for speaking to us. I want to wish you all the best and take care. We'll see you again next year for Tewey Vaval, God willing.
For sure.
You know what date it's going to be next year?
I'm not sure what date, but don't worry about it.
Can I tell you?
Yes, tell me.
March 5th.
March 5th. Well, great.
Noreen has already booked that date. Noreen is going back pretty soon.
Yes.
But she'll come back here next year in time for Tewey Vaval,
No
the
problem.
5th of March.
As long as I'm here,
2025.
I'll be here.
Yes.
Thank you guys very much.
Take you all the best, Bert. Take you all the best. Yeah, man. So, Noreen, you see, so now the Vaval, I think, is burnt completely. If I'm not mistaken, is it? Or is this? Yeah. Okay, Noreen. Okay, yes. So the Vaval is being burnt to ashes, and the cameras are still up. You know.
So maybe the people are jumping.
And
but the position it is this year, I'm not sure how much jumping they can do with the position they are at. So maybe there'll be no major jumping tonight, so I wouldn't have to cry.
But the drums are still rolling. The action is still here at top ranking in Baraka. The burning of Vaval, which brings to a close Carnival 2024. And Noreen, what can you say? I think you're getting closer to the Vaval. You're getting closer to the fire. So Noreen, it's almost done. From what we can see, it's almost done. Tonight we do not see the stuntmen.
Yes. Look like they're preparing to jump.
Wow. This is lovely. Okay, so we saw some young boys, little boys jumping over the fire. Okay, so Norrin, see? Oh, here we go again. Couple of the young boys are jumping over the fire. Wow. That's Kalinago Braves. Young Kalinago Braves.
That's right.
And they're jumping over the fire. The cameras are rolling. Interesting. The young boys are having fun. I mean, children, they must be what age? 10, 11 years?
11, 12.
12 years?
But
And they are jumping over. For them, it's fun. But they have to be very careful. So, fire is a good service, but a bad master. So we have to be very careful, you know. So the drums are still rolling. It's the Tewey Vaval in the Kalinago territory. Let's take in some more of the Lapo Kaput here in Baraka. Prosper Paris, how do you do? And for those people who are short, there are some people having a bird's eye view, standing on the Baraka bus stop. So they're right on the bus stop, on the roof of the bus stop, and they're having a bird's eye view of what's going on.
Well, remember, the man had to climb the sycamore tree to see when Jesus was fasting. So they're doing that. They don't have a sycamore tree to climb, so they have the bus stop, so they climb.
I wonder if it's not Zacchaeus that's here. Maybe one of them is called Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus and his children.
And so I'm now, I suspect pretty soon we should be coming to a close of this aspect. And then I think there's going to be a prize giving and then maybe an after party.
Your favorite part, the after party.
That's right. There's going to be an after party. And I can see people here from all over. Okay, yes, okay. And maybe what you can do now is speak to one of the people in the crowd, ask them the views, the impressions of Tewey Vaval. Good night. Yeah, good night.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what's up? I love what you're seeing. Are you enjoying it?
Always have to enjoy. And that is it. We don't have much for the carnival itself, but entering the Vaval, we're there. Hot as ever. And that is what it is. Yeah. Big up the reserve. Big up the Kalinago territory. Big up Zone Fuck Up one time. Yes, I.
All right. Prosper Paris, how do you do?
Good. I'm good.
And so far, very good, Tewey Vaval.
Yes. We're just, as you see, where the cold start. The crowd is not as big as it was last year, but one understand, the hype is not there, and the road is very rough to maneuver yourself on the road.
What do you say, boy? You have a big crowd. Still have a big crowd.
Yes. We still have to do that, and but we have the musicians are very courageous. They were there. They keep on the Vaval going on. We had the leadership at the top, the power rep, the chief, and everybody.
The president.
The president was there. So we are one of the most official Vaval we have ever had before. So I just want to really thank the Great Spirit for weather, give us a bright weather, and we were able to do that very peaceful as usual. And we had a lot of visitors here to patronize the economic activity people are having. So it went quite well, and one of the highlights of this year, we have the original Bud Tyson, the original which was the main celebrant tonight in our Vaval. So it's people getting back. We hope that it can be better off next year. Of course, there will be slight changes being made of location from the road somewhere, which I'm thinking of, because we would have a new road by then, I hope.
I was told maybe Jolly John's Park?
I don't know. We'll have to decide on that. But it all has to be a Bataka tradition. And we would like to hold it. I don't know what we can do about it, but we need to keep it so, from my bias about that being here. But it was born here, and it's economic turnover for the people here, and then so we have to ensure that the spirit of Vaval will not remain buried but rise again next year, so we can continue having this big celebration.
I only hope that this doesn't have any negative impact, because you see, the people of Baraka might be saying, why do you want to move it to somewhere else when we're holding this event right in Baraka, and where the vendors and so on are making some money on that day.
Yeah, they can always move, to one central part, but we have to adjust. We cannot stay static. We have to adjust to what is best suited. If we want that to develop as a business, not only as a fund, but real business for the patron, then we have to think. But it's not a decision yet. It's just a thought. It's not a decision being made yet.
So what now? Do you have a prize giving ceremony?
So we have a prize giving ceremony. We had the events committee support the Mahou River Gold River Carnival Committee, and they hosted the Chatemas competition, the band competition. That's on Monday. So we are supporting that here, and we need to recognize some other people between, and so basically that's it. People enjoy themselves, and we just mellowing down till 10 o'clock.
The after party? The after party?
The after party starts now, till 10 o'clock.
Till 10 o'clock?
Yeah, till 10. And then people will quietly go their home. I think they get a good rest. It was a very good day on Monday, I must say. There's a lot of bands, not very big, but there was some small bands that kept the traditional carnival alive. Because without carnival, we can't have Vaval. That's a spirit to bury. So we ensure that we would, people get the feeling of carnival, and we have a lot of strangers here. And what we want to do is to keep on having here as a national event, so that people all over the island can come and join us in this very unique celebration.
Yes, Nori?
No, I'm just listening to the calypso in the background, and saying that the king did win the road match title as well. The king, who his 10th crown, and he did win the road match title. So
King dies.
King dies. So I'm just listening and hearing that while Prosper is speaking, and waiting to next year so that they can Tewey Vaval again. In the background we have some calypso.
Yes, so Prosper, thank you very much for speaking to us, and again, we want to wish you the best, and I hope that you continue to enjoy Vaval as it's coming to a close, and you have to now regroup and plan again for next year, God willing.
We do thank you, Stephen and Maureen there, and also DBS Radio, the nation station, for letting know that Kalinago have something all over. So we're very grateful that you come up on your own, always there to promote and to air our program.
So who's doing the word of the day for this week? Is it you?
What's that?
Who's doing the word of the day for this week? Is it you?
It is me. And the word for today was Punati. Punati meaning red. Red. It was related to
Valentine.
As you observe, the Vaval, the cup of Vaval was black and red. Black and red. And I feel if you had only look inside, you see that lady. She was a lady this time, and she had very nice red lips.
Oh,
she had lips. Punati.
Yes.
Punati lips.
She had Punati lips.
Yes.
She had Punati lips.
Huh?
She had punati lips.
Yes, punati, everything. Yeah, punati, the coffin was red. It was a really nice effort by our, the people on the ground.
Well, I want to congratulate all of you who got involved in organizing Vaval this year. I think it was a great effort, and I think people who came up here, the visitors who came to the Kalinago territory, and even the residents here, I think they enjoyed it thoroughly enjoyed Vaval this year.
Yeah, really. I mean, they come very curious to what for people first time, why it's all about. For people that have been seen already, they will be the critics and saying, okay, it wasn't as hot as last year. But I always say that we cannot be by the standing on the wayside and expect the Vaval to be active. People have to be involved. You have to be, if all of us join in, our bits and pieces, and we can make it happen, then it will be, we all can enjoy it. But we cannot be passive and let it think that it's going to be great. We all have to put together our effort together to make it great.
Okay, Prosper, so thank you very much then, and we want to wish you all the best. So Cultural Officer Prosper Paris.
Have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night.
We'll hear you tomorrow with another word.
Now, almost time for us to wrap up. It's after 8.
Yes, and the after party has started, and there's nothing that
I don't know about you, but I'm going to wet my throat. I've been speaking for like a while, and I'm going to have some thoracic lubrication. A little bit of something just to water down, make the throat feel, my throat dry right now, dry. So, it was nice. I think, yeah.
While you're going to have some lubrication,
yes.
I am going to have some Perrier water.
You're going to have some what?
Perrier water.
Oh, what's Perrier water? What's that?
French water, no?
Oh, okay. But it was nice working with you this afternoon. As always, we always bring live coverage of Vaval, Norrin. There are 2 events you and I always broadcast live during Carnival. Juve and not Juve, yes, Juve opening, right? And Tewey Vaval. And it's always nice working with you.
Yes, it's nice working with my former student as well.
you always have to remind me.
Very respectful, I must say.
Very respectful. I always tell people I was very obedient and at school, very quiet, very quiet.
Yes.
And I was a good student.
Very good.
Very good student. You taught Cecil as well, true? Cecil Joseph, manager?
I taught Nigel Francis.
Nigel Francis. Not Curtis Matthew.
No, Jolo.
Jolo. Okay. John Loblack. Wow. So a couple of DBS staffers, they have passed through the hands of Norrin Joseph.
Probably got a callot.
But Norrin, as I said, it was nice working with you, during the carnival season. And we're looking forward to next year, God willing, God willing.
I look forward.
Because you have already told us that the carnival date for Tewey Vaval.
4th of March
and the 5th is Tewey Vaval. So 3rd and 4th of March.
I look forward to coming to assist. I enjoy it. I enjoy it because people meet me and say that they heard us, they enjoyed it, they could understand what's going on. We were live, we were clear, and as much as we can do that for people, I'm happy. So thank you very much for the viewers and the listeners on YouTube, DBS Radio,
on DBS Facebook page.
And DBS Facebook page.
And also, Norrin, we want to say a big thank you as well to our technicians and our cameraman, Dean Thomas, and also Aaron Wiltshire, our cameraman, and also our technicians. A big thank you to them.
So Dean is like Moses and his brother
Yes,
Aaron.
yes, Dean Thomas and Aaron Wiltshire. We brought listeners live coverage of the Tewey Vaval on the DBS Facebook page, on YouTube, and also live on radio.
And of course, we are in the Kalinago territory, exactly in Bataka. And we had the president of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Mr. Silvani Button, and Mr. Button, the first gentleman. And I think I can still see them around. They haven't left. And we had a number of people here who came from all over. I did see some people from Grande because I recognize them. So that means that almost all of Dominica is present at Bataka at this time. So, Stephen,
Yes.
until next year, God willing.
God willing. All the best and take care. And so on behalf of our technicians, Dean Thomas and Aaron Wiltshire, and also on behalf of you, Norrin Joseph, Stephen D, taking you back to Master Control on DBS Radio.